Hey there, folks. It's the E-Man here. I believe I had said I was going to probably play back through Xenogears up to the point where I left off like 6 years ago, because I figured the video will be a lot better quality now, so that'll be a way to outdo myself from 6 years ago. Yeah, I'm going to try to do like the rather first part of the game. I'm not really going to read a lot of the text. I think I'll make sure most of the text is easily enough so you guys can read it, but I'm not really going to read it off. I think I will try to talk about a lot of the yeah. Excuse me. I will do a lot with the opening and whatnot, but yeah. After that, I'm going to kind of let it be its own thing. I do wish it was voice acting. Excuse me, in this game, but this is a rather old game. Okay, wow. Alright. Start the ambitiousness of Xenogears. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. We're now starting. Here we go.
This is an emergency. Level 1 alert.
Omega-1 restarting. Alpha-1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100 million. Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha-1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega-1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed, and its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha 1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061, the main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine. See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
Continent of Ingus in the northern hemisphere of our world. On this, the largest continent, the war has been raging between two countries for hundreds of years. In the north of the continent lies the Isvel Empire. In the south lies the desert kingdom of Duvel. The war has gone on for so long that the people have forgotten the cause, knowing only the pointless circle of hostility and tragedy. Chronic war obsession was soon to encounter a devastating change. This was due to the ethos, the institution that preserved our world's culture. Prepared tools and weapons excavated the ruins of ancient civilization. At once, both countries excavated these ruins, and the ethos prepared the discoveries to increase their military power. Various weapons excavated from the ruins greatly changed the form of warfare. The outcome of the battles between the two countries was no longer determined by man-to-man combat, but by gears, giant humanoid fighting machines that were obtained from deep within the ruins. Eventually, after countless swings in the state of the war, Kislev gained the upper hand. The major factor behind this lay an enormous difference in the amount of resources buried in their ruins. But suddenly, a mysterious military force appeared in the continent of Ingus called Keebler. This force decided to make contact with Eva. With the assistance of this Keebler military force, Eva was able to recover from being hopelessly outnumbered to being back on even standing with Kislev. Then taking further advantage of this new game momentum, Eva sort of captured one territory after another from Kislev, showing no indication of slowing down their invasion campaign. The remote village of Lehon, in the outskirts of Eva, near the border with Kislev. I hope I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. This is where it all begins. Yo, hi there, Faye. Sorry for us all using your house like this. We had to talk about the big day tomorrow, the village chief. Yeah, tomorrow, your wedding with Alice. Now that is a big day. Yeah, right. But it still hasn't hit reality, though. Hey, Timothy, I just want to thank both you and Alice. 2 years ago, I woke up in this village without a trace of my memory. I didn't know who I was, where I had been, what I had been doing until that day. I couldn't recall a single thing. Despite that, He and Alice sympathized with me and encouraged me to go on. Dude, if you hadn't been there for me, I don't know what would have become of me. See, from the bottom of my heart, I think, now, you and Alice had better live happily ever after. Quit it, will ya? You don't have to go and get all mushy on me. Anyway, to me it feels like I've always been friends with you ever since we were kids. And we will go on being friends forever, right? Of course. Yeah, Faye, can you stop by and check on Alice? I still have stuff to discuss with my old man, the village chief. But I'm sure she'll be glad to have some company. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Anyway, I'll see you later. Oh, and I am really looking forward to the ceremony tomorrow. And these early 3D titles is concerning. Oh. It's Dan. Timothy's here too. He has it out for Timothy, I guess. He's Alice's brother. Oh, God. Yeah, gotta love those classic save points. This kind of game you have to save manually, auto save. this place, they teach you the mechanics of wow, that went so fast, I didn't even know what he said. Got ripped off. They get ripped off in this game. Don't trust anyone. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Some other video I did about how you gotta learn the death blow skills. The death blow is gonna go out, fight a bunch, and get some different death blow abilities. Alright. Remember, this is influenced by the Japanese culture. So my wedding dress looks like weird there. Okay, folks, I think this is where we're gonna hit it off. Because next I'm gonna be going up to the mountain to talk to Dan. I think that's actually what it is. And from there, things are happening. But before I get to him, I'll have to do some training, try to learn some death blows and skills and stuff. A little bit of a grind kind of a little bit, just to get. Just to get the basic handle of the combat system. Yeah, so I figured this is probably the best place to stop. Okay. Well, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And feel free to leave any comments. I know a lot of you probably really love this game. So I'm going to try to do this game a lot of justice. Alright. See you guys on the next video then. Catch you guys later. Bye.